Good day. Thank you for coming to AI Product Management. My name is Rich Kingsford. I'm your instructor today, and I am just thrilled to jump into AI and producing products. This is one of my favorite topics. Today is an intro session, one of five, and we're going to jump right into building products with AI. First, let's do a quick overview of the course. We'll talk a little bit about what AI is capable of, and then I want to jump right into building things. A lot of people use the term AI slop. We don't want to make AI slop. Our purpose with this course is to teach you how to launch high quality, financially viable products that people love. And when I say go from 0 to 1, I mean starting from nothing and going all the way to launch, and not just launch, getting people to use your app and come back to your app. Let's see, let me share a little bit about myself. My name is Rich Kingsford, and I've been teaching for about 11 years, in technology for about 11 years, at a couple different universities. And today I work at an online college in California, and I work with the technology team, software development teams. My background is in software development, about 17 years now, building financial products and med tech, medical technology. I worked with the military for 5 years, many years ago, and robots. See, I have a couple pictures here. This was Tiger. This was our military application. And I used to work for an SEO company where we would build WordPress websites like crazy. We'd build tons of them. And revenue. It's easy to build software, but it's much harder to bring in revenue month after month after month. That's what we're really trying to do here. The robots were a lot of fun too. These were semiconductor manufacturing robots, and they were really, really cool. Most of them looked like this, where it was kind of like an oven. It would scoop up the wafer, turn around and put it in the oven for some time, and then it would take it out again. Any questions so far? Hearing no questions, we'll move right along. Our first class will focus on, we'll do an introduction to what AI is capable of, and we'll dip our toes into the water. This is not a lecture-based class. I'm a big believer in getting your fingers dirty and actually working on building products yourself. In class 2, we'll go a little bit deeper and build some blocks and workflows and logic, and we'll map out an overview of what our product will do. In class 3, we'll focus on usability and testing with users, your friends and family at first, but then potential customers. In class 4, we'll talk about scaling and making your apps more robust and bug-free and more resilient. Users do strange things, and we have to anticipate those strange things. And some of them are malicious too. There's malicious users out there. We need to defend against them. In class 5, we'll put it all together and get as far as we can on launching a product and actually beginning to scale it and get users to come back to it. MVP stands for Minimum Viable Product. Any questions? Hey, let's get right into VS Code. The first thing you do when you create a product is Hello World. That's an app, a piece of software that says 2 words, Hello World. And what that does is, sorry, I accidentally turned off the recorder. Okay, what a Hello World script does is it it helps you it helps you make sure all your software is working. So this is VS Code, Visual Studio Code. It is an extremely popular IDE which helps you write code and test your code. You can follow along with me if you want. I'll try to go slow, but if you want, you can just sit back and watch. Let's do I'm going to assume this is a very, very first web app that everyone has developed. We're going to use a language called HTML. So we're going into dev, which is my development space, and then we're going to create a new folder. I'm on Windows. You create a new folder called whatever. I'm calling mine HTML Sandbox, and then we select that folder, and it'll create a new space for us, a new workspace. And then here's our AI up here. Usually it has a symbol with magic dust around it. Here it is with the chatbot. And that should be up here. There it is. And this lets you pick your different AIs. You can use free ones. The free ones are very, very strong. I'll first use a free one, and then we'll try to do the same thing using a pro version. But I'd like to do the first two classes using free tools. That way it'll help you know what you're paying for. Okay, we'll keep it with the free one for now. When you talk with AI, it's very much like talking to a person. So again, a hello world script. I'm just going to hit go. A hello world app is the first thing you build when you're creating software. Its purpose is to make sure your languages and your infrastructure and your setup is working properly. So here it's working, and sometimes agents will go for minutes, sometimes it's very quick. This is an extremely simple app. So there it is. And the AI generated this, and it's saying the green is showing me what changed. Sometimes it'll remove code, sometimes it'll add code. And I say, yep, that looks great. Let's keep it. And now we want to run it. I'm going to hit F5, which is run, and go into a web app, and there it is. So this is my HTML Sandbox HTML page. Oh, cool. So it added in some functionality here. There's my Hello World page. Oh, look at that. So the cool thing about AI, it's called vibe coding. Vibe coding is you can do it without being a programmer. Now, that doesn't mean programming skills aren't going to help you. AI is an awesome teacher, and you can learn programming. For this class, I'm going to assume that we're kind of interested in AI programming, or in the syntax, the code itself, but we're way more interested in building products as product managers, as in project managers that are not very technical. We'll have a little bit of technical expertise, but not much. Okay, just to give you an overview, this is some styling here. And this says how we want the page to look. H1 stands for header 1. And here we have some keyframes. That's animation. It makes our UI look and feel professional. Here's our button styling. Here's this bones. This is kind of the bones of our app right here. So if I change this to hello blah blah blah, and then I rerun it, I'm just going to hit F5 again. Then if I go to my tool, and run, then I changed my code and I change what I see as the end user. So this is the bones of my app. And then here is the script. This is functionality. So here we have random emojis. And if I click the button, it's going to use this script. And I'm actually going to get behavior in my app. So this is a web app. This is HTML is just one language. And it's actually using 3 languages. This is JavaScript. And this is called CSS with the styling. And we could, let's see if we could change it. Can you add, let's add a picture. Sometimes it'll introduce a bug, and we'll get into bugs in future classes. Right now we're just generating, we're just kind of playing around with products. And okay, here we have it removed some things and it added some other things. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's still going. Okay, let's run it. And here's my random image that didn't work. So here we have our first bug. Let's it's not reading the image properly. So let's help it. Let's find a picture of a dog. And let's try this in another browser. And I'm going to copy the image address and I'm going to help it debug it. The image didn't work. Can you use the one below? That's a little bit long. I probably should have gotten let's do this. We'll get a shorter URL. And I think I can stop it. We'll see what it does. I'm just going to pause the video here. All right, it's taking a long time, so I'm going to stop it and say, here's a cleaner URL for our image. So I'm trying to help the AI know what to do. AIs can get confused pretty easily, so we want to make it as easy as possible. Let's see if this works. I could change the code directly, but I try to help. I try to use the AI wherever possible. All right, let's try it. I'm hitting F5. Yay, there's my puppy. Oh, it even put a little hover animation over it. Okay, good. Well, that is your first. Now we'll break up into teams and practice yourself. We'll take about 20 minutes to create your first Hello World script or app using AI, and I'm happy to help out. We'll break into teams of 2 and help each other along.